Hello and welcome to Train Symphonetic, and today I want to try something different. I'm doing an episode about sound and I want to demonstrate the effect that it can have to enhance your model railway. So what I'm going to do is do the titles and then we'll do a little experiment. I hope that short demonstration demonstrated how important sound is to videos. One of the things I learned in my course is how important sound can be to create a different atmosphere and a feeling. If you think of some of your favourite films, you have had really dramatic music and sound effects, and this is what brings you into the film. I personally believe if I can put enough sound effects on my layout, it will just bring it to life in another way. As you already know, I want to have working lights, working vehicles, and I feel that sound is just the icing on the cake. So what I'm going to do is another little demonstration, and then we can go downstairs and see how I record my sounds. In this picture, you can see that it's a large field with a woodland around it. But there's a question of what else can you actually see there. If we play different sounds, they have a complete different thing. So if I run this one, which is a distant thunderstorm, it brings a complete different meaning to the clouds. And now when I play this one, you can hear that there's ducks in the background. So you can actually portray a lot of information by just having the sounds playing. This is why I feel sound is important in model railways. I think it can bring an extra level to all the layouts. I personally feel that it's something which a few layouts have done quite well, but it's something which have been missed, and I don't think until quite recently there's actually been the products on the market to create the sound. As the new Hornby noisy truck, that does a very good job of creating sounds. And the new Gauge Master Scenic Sound modules, again, they give you sound to the layout, and I like how there's a constant background sound. The sounds I just used on that video I got from the YouTube creator library, but I do create my own sounds at times. I use this device, which is a professional sound recorder. It's called a Zoom. I bought this for uni, as it's something we use all the time there. This is actually a slightly better version than the one I got at uni. This is a Zoom 4. You've got microphones up at the top, and then you've got inputs at the bottom, and this is a dedicated sound recorder. But you don't need to spend that kind of money on recording sounds. Another good option is to use your mobile phone. Most, if not all, mobile phones these days have a sound recording function. So you just load up the app and then you can just record the sound. So I'll get it up on my phone. This is the standard sound recording app, which you just go close to where above the sound is, press record, and then when you're done you press stop, and you could just load that onto an MP3 player and you have the sound straight away. But I use my Zoom, and I also use some software to to edit for sounds. I'm now playing a sound which I made for university. This was recorded from the pedestrian crossing. So I just took the zoom and placed it up to the sound. So options to play it back. We got my sound recording device, which I showed you last year. My playback device, which we'll be looking at again next week. Or you can just buy a cheap MP3 player, which is a very good way to create, to play sounds. And you can get them on Amazon from about £1. And just buy a pair of cheap speakers as well to go with it. Then you just copy your music, your recordings to your MP3 player and play it on random. But with my Zoom, it's a bit more complicated, or at least it can be. So it'll have a bit of a load up time. And I recently formatted it for a project I did, so I got a button to choose my input. I can either have it as mic or as for connection at the bottom. And then recording it, I press a pre-record button, and then that becomes my record button. And now you'll be hearing, you could hear this back later on if I decide to add that. So you can see that this is peaking with me talking, and then to finish I just press stop. So that's really easy. And this creates a WAV file rather than an MP3 file, because that's what's used for audio playing. So what else do I have to say? As you can see from the previous video, whereabouts I was adding sound effects to the scene, depending on what sound you have playing can really change your concept of what you're seeing. So let's go up into the back up into the attic and finish off this video. So with all the bits I have just demonstrated, I hope that you have learned something from this video and might just consider adding that little sound effect here or there. I have seen a few layouts which have really made good use of the sound effects, and little things like this unit here, where if I stuck it, the new Gauge Master sound capsules is something which can bring a big difference to your layout. I have seen good use of the new Hornby Noisy Wagon, and I feel that this is a part of the layout which have a potential to make a big difference. But I also understand that there's a lot of people who don't like noisy layouts, and I can see where they're coming from. As if you think of some of the big pictures, still pictures, the masterpieces, they don't have any sound, but you can look at the picture and enjoy the details. So I think for me, I'm going to be having a lot of sound around the layout. But some people might not enjoy sound. Some people might consider the sound as just a additional thing to one side, and some people think it's a complete waste of time. Like I have said before, it's your layout and you can do what you want, and this is my layout and I can do what I want. I'll always listen to what people have to say. I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it interesting, at least. Saturday we're going to be starting my garden railway. We're going to be looking at what I've got, and we can look where about it go. Then for Saturday afterwards, it's going to be chipping Thomas and Percy. I know it sounds more painful than it will be. I have had a word with the Fat Controller and you have absolutely no problems with it. And then we're going to do other bits on the garden railway, Then next Wednesday I'm going to be programming my sound module over there. And then we're going to, I'm not quite sure what's on my schedule for that after that. So make sure to like, share, comment and tell your friends. Please tell me what you thought of this video. If you want me to do more of them, please put it in the comment. If you don't want me to do it again, also put it in the comments. If you give me a thumbs down because you don't like this video, please just explain in the comments so that I know not to do it again. So thank you very much, and I hope you all enjoy this video, and I'll see you on Saturday for the first Fire Garden Railway videos. Thank you very much, Richard.